Okay, so we are back with the second half here, the contouring. Now, and actually contouring and highlighting. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dust off the excess powder that I have here. I'm not rubbing, I'm just gently dusting it off because I don't want to take off what I've done. Okay. I'm using just a very fluffy type soft bristle brush to dust it off. As you see, I have my highlights, my lowlights, and my contours still in place. Okay, so now I'm going to touch everything up. And the way I'm going to touch everything up is with a Pro Artist color palette that I actually got from Five Below. Another $5 fine. And it's got, you know, some highlights, lowlights, and contour colors, as well as some blushes in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a contour brush, kind of flat, and I'm going to take it in my actual contour dark color. And I'm also going to use my guide again, taking it right where I had it before, corner of the mouth, and just kind of, you know, darken in, bringing down, cutting to the corner of my mouth. To darken in my contour there. And I do the same thing on the other side as well. And as I'm holding it, you'll notice the flat end. I'm taking it flat as I'm going up and down. Okay, now that I'm done with that, I'm going to kind of blend it a little bit with a round brush and kind of blend it up. That'll kind of blend the powder in a little bit. I'm taking it up because I don't want it to get too wide here.
Broken through the front. The back is clear. We can make it through. Time to go. You two hold them off as long as you can.
Okay, so I blended it in. Then I'm going to take the round brush and load it up with the contour color as well. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the jaw line. Blending as I go. I'm just cutting the jaw. It's basically, I'm going from the bottom of my ear down under the chin. So that particular angle there. And then underneath I'm going to blend that down in circular motions to blend it really nice underneath to where it really just blends down. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side as well. Same thing. Bottom of the ear. Angled to the chin.
That night in the bridge stayed with me. Why? Why what? Why didn't you kill me? I have gone over that night 1,000 times and it doesn't make any sense.
And blend it down.
Why didn't you kill me? I would have killed you in an instant. Answer me! Because you're mine.
Then with the same round brush, go ahead and I'm going to lightly do the wig area. So I don't want it real dark. I just want enough.
Everything I've done in my life, possibly the best, has turned all swollen copper into the pain.
I'll say right along the hairline, down to the top of the ear, and around the other side to the top of the ear as well. Just enough to accent it.
Goodbye, Fish. Don't come back.
Okay, so I have that there. Now, because I did get some spots here in my low lights that I do need to accent a little better, I'm going to take the darker here and I'm going to use it with the round brush to kind of go in those areas and clean up where I went too far with the contouring, and take it down into the highlighting, not on it, just into it, to kind of blend it a little better. As you see, it's kind of dulling it down. Do the same thing above my highlighting, or my contouring, sorry, under the eye there. Not going into the area where I actually did in my eye, just below it.
Well, I imagine you have some ideas. I do. Don't sing lessons. Dancing lessons. That's right. I demand that your station grace young girl.
And I'm also going to take this in between where I highlighted at the top, underneath of the wig contouring. And this is helping also to blend in the highlights a little better, so they're not as dark. Or as much of a difference, and blends it better to where it's not quite as a harsh lines is what I'm trying to avoid. So taking that into the top of the highlighting, but not going on it, too far into it. And since I also did the nose area,
I came by to let you know that Science Paper's going to lay out a whole story about Fish, by the way. How she just vanished while you two were escaping.
and up, and I don't have to go up into the eye because the eye is going to be, that's where I'm going to have more white in here to make the eye colors pop. Okay. Now that I've got all of that done, there's one step left. And that is to take a really thin, as soon as I find it, really thin brush with a very small end to it. Dip it into my darker highlight color again, or my contour color, sorry. I keep messing that up, I don't know why.
You promised to help Fish escape.
Load the brush up a bit with it. And this is where we're going to do the nose contouring. Okay? So with the nose contouring, we want to actually take it up partially into where the brow is going to be, because we're going to actually blend the brow in with the contouring.
You're going to have a hard time collecting all that cash. Of course, that wasn't why I did any of this, was it? Who the hell are you, Jim Gordon?
So basically what I'm doing here is also giving myself a little guide as to where my brows will start. Okay. And then taking the finer point of it, go down the bridge of the nose, down along the side of the bridge actually. To do the nose contour.
When I count to 3, you will all awake and have no memory of your animal identity. 1, 2, 3.
A magician? Really? Hypnotist. I like him. Plus the place is packed. Be happy.
Just a taste, ladies and gentlemen. But now, let us venture into something more arcane. I'll need a single volunteer. You, sir.
Okay, now that I have my nose contouring,
Thank you. Lawyer? Doctor. Oh, you're a
slightly higher on this side with it. There we go. So, now that I have that in place, what I want to do is I want to take my contour brush, and I want to kind of blend that in.
Synchronizes with your heartbeat. Look into my eyes. Not above them, not around them, but deep into their center. You are
Like I said, we don't want harsh lines.
and are becoming weightless. Are you ready to do something impossible? Yes. Stand upon the chair. No, the back of it. Remember, you weigh nothing at all.
Don't fall.
Not at all, my dear. In a hypnotic state, unburdened by doubts and fear, we can accomplish the impossible.
Okay.
Now,
Now, when I've got that done, I'm also going to take my contour brush and load it up with lighter color again,
have something in mind, Miss King.
and really blend out
Jump down, sir.
any harsh lines on the highlighting.
When I say it is so, your home is my castle. Now I'm going to count down and clap my hands and you will awake. 3, 2, 1. How do you feel, sir? Feel great? Thank you.
Especially along the nose
You have like if you didn't
with the contour brush. I want that to kind of dull down and blend in
How many things they would secretly wish
the contouring on the sides
people wish for
of the nose.
deep down?
True. You must be a very popular mom.
Oh, I wish. Parties like this help pay my way, so thank you.
And
Because that brush has a better,
Yes, just
you
about
see how it angles in better a little bit.
not yet. But something always seems to turn up.
Blend it in a little bit more with my fingers as well. Kind of smudge it out.
This is weird for me too. What's your name? 5148. Add in the email. Yes. And how about the folder? I don't remember it. I don't remember anything before that. That's convenient.
And there we are. And that's the contouring. So I hope you found this video helpful with the contouring. If you want, you can always, play around a little bit, add to it. You can go ahead, as I did before with the actual stick, take a little extra of the darker powder and kind of highlight in that area.
On the rooftop with that girl, Selena.
Right around the eyes, or right above the eye,
You're welcome.
like I did before. Another thing that I also do is blending. I will take this and it's a tougher bristle brush, and blend a little more in with these to kind of make sure that all of my contouring is nice and well and blended, especially with some of the low lights that I just put in there.
Battery stays here until we find out.
Helps blend it all better. I don't take it real rough. I just take it kind of lightly on there, just enough to feel the bristles. And contoured and highlighted. So our next step is what is, for me, usually, is to go with the eyes. Now, I've already done eye tutorials from the last time that were not removed from YouTube, so go ahead and check out those eye videos to show you what to do with eyes, as far as what we do as drag queens for eyes. So you can go into that next. All right. So I hope you all liked this video, and if you'd like it, please pass it along, and make sure that if you haven't already, go down there and click the little button that says subscribe, so you can see whenever I do post any new videos to my YouTube page. All right, once again, I am Andre Devane, also known as Royal Wilson in my male form, and love you all, my fans. Bye-bye.